Murr has never sprayed or used any type of pesticide at Wildwood. Over the years, he has relied on nature's pest control agents, birds, in particular woodpeckers. Insects are attracted to trees under stress by crowding or prolonged drought. Murr will leave dead trees standing, which are called snags, as wildlife trees. A dead tree will slowly rot and become infested with bugs, providing a feast for woodpeckers. The woodpeckers, in turn, will nest in the forest, helping to reduce the population of insects in healthy as well as dead trees. Pileated woodpeckers are crafty in ensuring that they always have a supply of bugs to snack on.
Well, this is an interesting facet of good forestry. We need the woodpecker, which is the head of the chain of control birds in our forest. Now, this particular tree we're looking at is a cedar, which is very susceptible. If they have a bit of fault, they're very susceptible to the development of a colony of ants, carpenter ants. The carpenter ant is the staple food of the pileated woodpecker, our biggest woodpecker. During the lean months of January, February, and sometimes into early March. This year, he doesn't need it right now because of this very mild weather and a lot of insects around that they feed on. But that tree, that little tree there, is no use for timber, but it is a magnificent insurance policy against too many ants and against the loss of the woodpecker. We have there visible on that trunk almost 10 years of holes, which means that for 10 years the woodpecker has become there every year for 2 or 3 meals. I've never known them to take all the ants out, even the most difficult winter. I've never known them to strip a tree of ants. In other words, they're selectively harvesting ants, as we should be selectively harvesting trees. They're telling us a lesson. As a result of maintaining these trees, I never cut them down. You want to be sure you have enough to provide your birds with their livelihood. I have about something like 25 cedars that are loaded with ants. And the ants stay in those trees rather than form a new nest, so they don't bother other trees. And but if I lose one, I certainly watch for the development of another one to take its place where that tree is, and been very careful not to damage it.
All birds act as nature's insect control agents and form another link in the web of life in the wild forest. A mix of species and ages also helps to prevent infestation or disease from attacking the entire forest at the same time. Some species will be more susceptible to certain pests and diseases at certain ages. Selection logging of overcrowded trees to improve the vigor of the remaining trees is the best way to ensure insect and disease damage remains low.